Planning for a special needs trust usually focuses on one question: how do I set this up correctly? But there's a second question, just as important, and families don't always ask it until it's too late. What actually happens to the trust when your loved one passes away? The answer depends entirely on how the trust was built. Let's walk through it. There are two main types of special needs trusts, and at the end of the trust's life, they behave in completely different ways. A first-party trust is funded with the beneficiary's own money. Think of an inheritance or a lawsuit settlement that belonged to them directly. A third-party trust is funded by someone else, usually a parent or a grandparent, using their own assets to provide for their loved one. That one distinction determines almost everything about what happens next. Here's the part that catches families off guard. If the trust is a first-party trust, New Jersey Medicaid has a legal right to be reimbursed from whatever remains. This is called Medicaid payback, and it applies to every dollar of Medicaid benefits your loved one received during their lifetime. It's not optional, and it's not negotiable after the fact. The trust document has to account for it from day one. Families often ask if there's a way around this. There isn't a way around it for a first-party trust, but there is a way to plan around it. The most effective strategy is using a third-party trust wherever possible, since third-party trusts carry no Medicaid payback requirement at all. For funds that must go through a first-party trust, careful drafting and coordination with other family assets can still reduce how much of the estate is exposed. With a third-party trust, once your loved one passes away, there's no payback to the state. The remaining assets pass according to the terms you wrote into the trust. That means whatever is left can go to siblings, other family members, or a charity, exactly as you intended when you set the plan up. Choosing a remainder beneficiary isn't just a formality, it's worth real thought. A sibling who also receives government benefits shouldn't inherit money outright either, or you risk creating the exact same problem one generation later. A well-drafted trust can name multiple beneficiaries, set conditions, or even direct funds into another protected trust for a sibling who needs one. When the beneficiary passes away, the trustee's job isn't finished. It shifts into a new phase. The trustee has to notify Medicaid if payback applies, file a final accounting, pay any outstanding expenses, and only then distribute what remains. Skipping any of these steps or distributing assets too early can create real legal exposure for the trustee personally. This process runs alongside the broader New Jersey estate administration, so timing matters. Families should expect the termination process to take several months, longer if a Medicaid payback claim needs to be resolved first. Having documentation organized ahead of time, rather than scrambling for it after a loss, makes this entire process considerably smoother. A special needs trust should be built with the end in mind, not just the beginning. My name is Benjamin Eckman, and I've helped New Jersey families structure trusts that protect their loved one during their lifetime and protect the family's inheritance afterward. If you'd like your trust reviewed, or you're starting one from scratch, call the law firm of Benjamin Eckman at 908-206-1000 or visit Eckman-elderlaw.com to schedule a consultation.